Wayne Morgan, who is a regular here. Wayne, thank you very much for talking to us. You wanted Britain to leave the EU. Why was that your preference?
Well, I think that this country needs a change. A big, big change. We need our infrastructure back because we suffered 40 years, too long, in the country.
But surely the Westminster government at any point in those 40 years could have chosen to invest in infrastructure. Brussels was not stopping Westminster doing that.
Pardon?
Brussels was not stopping the British government doing that.
I don't really know on that side of it. I mean, I was a young child when this came into fruition, okay? I started work at the age of 18. Things were okay. Lovely. Going through work, meeting a family, making a family. Middle 90s, everything started going downhill.
And you lost your job quite a few times, and you regard that as a problem that was connected to our membership of the EU. How?
Through imports.
And competition for jobs. So you know that this is a transition period. You were saying to me before we came on air, you have some reservations about the next 11 months. What are you hoping the politicians will do?
I really don't know. To be honest with you, Brexit should have been happening 3 years ago. It should have been section by section by section. Do the steel industry, do the coal, well, not coal industry, because coal's no longer involved. Do your
Wayne, thank you very much for talking to us and for being with us today here at the Rising Sun. We'll be here for another hour or two, and I hope you'll join us then, and we'll speak to more people about what Brexit happened.
I'm joined by three supporters now, Sue, Cheryl and Michelle. Sue and Cheryl both from Cumbria, Michelle from Surrey. Sue, why do you want Brexit to happen at 11 o'clock? What's it going to mean to you?
Well, it'll just mean that we can get our...
Sorry, it's crowded. Carry on.
Just get our own lives back, really, because we don't have any laws, or we've got to abide by EU, and no, I'll be ecstatic at 11 o'clock.
How will you feel?
Just to feel as though we're getting our freedom back.
What does that actually mean? How's your daily life going to change?
It's just total independence. You know, it's just going to change so much. You know, it'd be nice to see I get a lot of our industry back. You know, I feel as though we've lost a lot of that fishing. You know, like in my areas, a lot of farmers have actually voted out. You know.
Michelle?
For me, I want us to, it'd be great to have our sovereignty back, have our borders back, have our independence back. Be proud to be British, be proud to be England, Scotland, Ireland, Wales. We've lost that. It is great. Today we've seen so many Union Jack flags flying. That is fantastic. Do you know what, up until now, we've been ashamed to show those flags. Why can't we wave our flag and be proud? Be proud to who we are. That's what it's about.
I suppose, looking at the crowd, it is a very white crowd mostly, and when you say fly the flag, you know, to many, the whole Brexit debate, for many it's been about immigration, and it's not been a welcoming view for many who are not white, who are not British.
No, but we welcome everybody, and I get that, we really do, and we've needed some of these people, these immigrants, for our unemployment, to cope with some of the jobs that we don't want to do, to be honest. But we needed this. But we as a country, I think we needed Brexit to get out, sort it out. Let's sort it out ourselves. That's what we needed, in my opinion.
And you don't worry that by not having immigration from the EU that those jobs won't get done?
No, I'm not worried, because people will step up, because we have to step up.
British people will?
All around. What's needed, we will do it. We did it before, we'll do it again.
What if there is more immigration from outside the EU?
Well, then if we have to have it to fill maybe the NHS roles or things like that, then we will have to do that, and we accept that. But you know what? This is exciting times ahead. This is forward thinking. Come on, we're going to the future here. We're going to do this.
Okay, Michelle, Cheryl and Sue, thank you very much indeed for joining me. 3 voices of support here, and to celebrate Brexit, both East Londoners, Stacey and Tracy, mother-in-law and daughter-in-law. What does it mean to you, Stacey?
Well, it means ruling our own country again and having our say over what goes on here instead of being ruled by an EU state.
And for you, what does tonight mean? We've just left the EU.
We have, and it's amazing. It's what we've been waiting for 4 years. It means we get our country back, we get our sovereignty back.
What does that actually mean in practical terms? What do you mean?
Well, the country's ours again, and we can have a lot more say, a lot more rule to what happens in it.
Over which rules?
I don't know, just
Our court laws will be changing to ours, so we have what say goes on in this country. So human rights and everything will be turned into our laws, and we will have the right to, well, our courts will have the right to say what goes on instead of Germany.
Does your daily life change as of now, do you think?
No.
No, I think it'll just carry on as it does, but hopefully better. And knowing that we finally left the EU, which is what we've been fighting for a long time, but hopefully it might get a lot more people together. Hopefully a lot more people will come together over this. And
why would they come together when half the country passionately didn't want this?
I don't know. I mean, I don't understand why they wanted to remain, and I can't understand why they fought us so hard to stay, and why we had to have another election for us to win again.
Do you trust Boris Johnson to deliver the kind of Brexit that you want?
I'm going to put my trust in Boris Johnson at the moment. For the minute. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I believe what he says, and I believe he wants to do the right thing, but whether he does it or not is going to be a different story.
What have you felt about the atmosphere here tonight?
It's been a great atmosphere. Everyone just wants to have fun and get along. And then, obviously, you know, some people, they just don't like that we've left, but they're just going to have to get over it.
If you look ahead in the next couple of years, what will Brexit's success look like to you? How will it feel? How will you think, OK, that was worth it, that was good?
I think it'll help the country. I think there'll be a lot more jobs available for people now. And we'll have a lot more control of our waters and everything, which is going to be really amazing.
What will success look like to you?
We'll have control of our own fisheries, we'll have control of our own laws, we'll have control of who comes here. I mean, the people that really need to be in this country will be here. Okay. And that's what I believe.
Stacey and Tracy, many thanks indeed for joining us tonight. And